Good morning, students. Welcome to my channel. Myself, Ruchi Chaudhary. I am here to teach you and learn science with you. We will start with class 10 science, chapter 1 chemical reactions and equations. So, let's start our journey. The first thing is physical and chemical changes. I know you all would have already known about it. What is physical and chemical change? I have written some of the examples of physical change and chemical change in both these slides. A chemical change is one in which a new product is formed, while a physical change is simply a change in physical characteristics of a substance. Then what is a chemical reaction? Whenever there is a chemical change, there is a chemical reaction taking place. I can say that chemical reactions results in chemical change. We will see whenever there is a chemical reaction, we will see some evolution of a gas, change in color, state, temperature of reactants, and formation of a new product. This substance be called as product. Then what is a chemical equation? A chemical equation is simply the representation of reaction taking place. These substances are written in chemical symbol form and with a arrow gives us, which is called as gives us is indicated, and on the right hand side we write the product. So in a chemical equation, the substances which undergo a chemical change or which will react with each other are written on the left hand side, and the new product form is written on the right hand side. When we write this equation by using the simple words of the substance, for example, equation number 1, here magnesium plus oxygen, this is a word equation, okay. And in the second equation, I have used what? Mg for magnesium, that is the atomic symbol of magnesium, and O2, atomic symbol of oxygen, gives us, this arrow is called as gives us magnesium oxide. Still, this equation is not a complete chemical equation, though it is a chemical equation, but it is not a complete chemical equation. A complete chemical equation is one which gives us a lot of information, okay. And the number of atoms, definitely it is an equation, so the number of atoms of each element on both the sides, left hand side and right hand side, should be equal. Then it is called as a balanced chemical equation. So how we are going to balance our chemical equation? How are we going to balance our chemical equation? First of all, make it clear. Are you clear with what is a chemical equation and what is a chemical reaction? What are reactants and what are products? The substances which undergo a reaction are called as reactants. Reactants are nothing but the chemical substances which are doing exchange of ions in a chemical reaction, and the product is formed is the result, okay. Balancing a chemical equation. How do we balance a chemical equation? First of all, now you know that we use atomic symbols or chemical formulas of compounds in chemical equations, and we will balance them, okay. So first of all, we will write the chemical equation and check the number of atoms of each elements. If it is equal, then the equation is balanced, and if not, then we will draw boxes like this. And again around each formula, and we will not change anything inside the box. We will then make a table, 3 columns. We will make 3 columns in a table. First one is element. We will write the number of elements present in the reaction. taking part in the reaction, number of atoms in LHS in reactants, and number of atoms in RHS and products. We will then analyze which number can balance them. Which number can balance them, make them equal. And that number becomes our coefficient. What coefficient? The number written here. The number you are seeing here. This is a coefficient. It is simply a number which indicates the amount of compound. Okay, for example, while doing practical, we take grams. We take grams of atoms. We take grams of element substance, and this is the representation of the amount of substance taking part in the reaction. Okay, then what will we do? We will check the number of atoms and write simply the coefficient before any box trying to balance the number of atoms. If it is get balanced, we will check all the number of atoms of all the elements. If even a single element is still not balanced, we will again check it with another coefficient. Okay, then we will balance it and check it again. Repeat the process until all the elements are completely balanced. This method is called as hit and try method. Okay, then we will write the physical state, temperature, reaction conditions of the reaction to make it more informative. For example, here I have written equation for photosynthesis. This is 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, definitely from air, and 12 molecules of water from in liquid form in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. These are the conditions here. Without this, the reaction will not take place, and gives us C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. Okay, in which form? Aqueous of C6H12O6, glucose in aqueous form, 6O2 in aqueous form, H2O again in liquid form. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for further and if you are not having your science book, please download it from National Digital Library of India. You will find it. You will find this by searching, and I will share it in the description box. Thank you.